Oh my god, we're here. No, we're fucking not, apparently. There? Okay. Oh god.
We did it.
My image, my thing wasn't on the thing because it was dumb and I was changing volumes for people.
Teamwork.
Oh, we're professionals. Yay. D&D. We're back. Oh my god, you guys. Did we played last week, right? The week before that was the one where we had the hiatus.
Yep.
I've been prepping for next week for the past like 3 days non-stop. So I am tired. I am exhausted. And time means nothing anymore. How is everybody else's day?
I finished Legend of Vox Machina and played Horizon, and now I'm here. So it's alright. I'm digging it. It's a good Saturday.
Surprise party, and now I'm here.
A surprise party?
Yeah. Finished watching Peace Walker. I mean Peace. Oh my god.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, that's it.
Peace Walker.
I'm just imagining like Kojima photo bombing various scenes in Peacemaker. Or
Oh,
just
God.
like Peacemaker delivering packages.
Yeah, the others sound a little quiet. Right? There we go.
I am
think-
never quiet.
No, Scott's always very loud.
Yeah.
I think Casey's the only one that's quiet, but I think because we were fucking with sound the entire day, I think if we turn Casey up anymore, that's Bad News Bears, right?
I think that's shut
Does
to
this
11.
sound any better?
A little. Yes, that sounds a lot better.
Okay. Ralph, I need you to talk to see if we can hear you.
Sounds
like we're good.
I mean, we can definitely hear you through yours. No, but we're good. Yeah, we're good now. Perfect. What day is it? What time is it? Where are we right now?
Saturday on D&D.
All jokes aside, 100%. Scott, when you just said that, I was like, no, stop fucking around. It's Friday. We're playing D&D. And I was like, wait, nope. All right. That's where I am tonight. Don't worry, guys. I'll get into it. I know I do this every time. It's basically for YouTube. But I haven't done anything like that for YouTube. Like first of all, I say we're not going to be addressing chat, that kind of thing. But I don't do anything like, hi, YouTube, this is our D&D campaign. Hope you have fun. If you want to watch, go to twitch.tv/IamRickOrange. That's what you're supposed to do, right? That's what everybody's supposed to do?
Yep, yep.
Smash that like button.
No, we're not. I'm not going to. Nope, I'm not going to do that. Smash it. Guys, I heard that 40% of the viewers are not subscribed. I hate that. And I know people who do that hate doing it. So none of that. Anyway, I'm trying to find our spot. Here we go. In the notes. Are you guys ready for the Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragon? You guys remember where we left off last time?
In the big city.
Can we
Yes.
On the road to Viridian City.
On the road to Viridian City. No, the DMCA police will get me for that. Especially since it's Nintendo. Oh man, it's Nintendo. They will hunt me down.
Yeah, we were gonna go make Arthur talk to his boss because we felt that we should really just put the entirety of the RP for the next couple sessions on Route Shoulders.
I got it. Like,
This is his city.
and honestly, I haven't been to work in a while, so they're probably like, where the fuck's that guy?
Like he only had 2 weeks of PTO, and it's been at least a month.
Is he okay?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been writing different things for different characters. And,
Oh shit! Am I fired?
I don't-
You get fired for your wife and child missing. That's pretty messed up.
We don't know anything until we start the game.
How much grievance time do you get in the capital? Like, how is it like a 10-day? Then you got to get
The
back to work.
government job, so I would hope at least 10.
Yeah, you guys
1 week per child.
what
No,
yeah,
No,
how-
it's 1 week for the first, and then 3 days for each additional.
but a month for a spouse. So you're good. You're still in the
Oh, thank God.
you guys showed up to the capital. You made it. You made it all the way, and you leveled up. I don't have your levels on the thing. Maybe I should start doing that. I should really rework this whole thing. But you guys made it to the capital safely, soundly, and before dropping off, you started getting some information about some things. You started seeing some missing persons posters, and you started seeing some people acting weird. But before dropping off Paul, and I guess dropping off Gruig, or just telling him that you no longer need his services, you asked Gruig to babysit.
Yep.
To watch. You ask keep company. You ask Gruig to keep Paul company in Arthur's house, since it feels like a safe place. Oh, crack the back. You said it feels like a safe place for them to be, and you ended off heading towards. I think you said you were going toward the precinct, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This music that I'm using is either too loud or can't be heard.
There is no middle ground.
And it's almost all the way down. So
He also talked to a very obnoxious reporter.
you did. You talked to Tig.
Yeah, I'm supposed to meet him tomorrow, and
If you feel like it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was stated that if you feel like it, you can. He told you where to go to meet him.
To his tabloid.
Yes. So, you guys left off walking toward. You were walking. You parked up the cart in front of Arthur's house. You left off walking toward the. I just lost the page. The Ashen Court precinct. More towards the kind of towards the center, a little bit closer to the Capitol building itself. Walking through the streets, it's the same. I mean, I'll re-explain the surroundings just in case, but the kind of haze hangs over your heads. It makes a lot of the buildings that are over like maybe 10 or 12 stories disappear into the smog and the fog of everything. It does look like it's about to rain, or it's just clouds mixed with smog. Everything that you can see around you now when you're walking closer and closer to the central district, after like blocks and blocks of inside this wall, is getting more and more, I don't want to say regal, but it's getting more and more expensive looking. The buildings are very well maintained, the streets are very well maintained, and you can see less and less horse-drawn carriages and more of those the automobiles that drive themselves, well, not drive themselves, but people powered. Not magic. It is all very much like Industrial Revolution, Model T kind of era. Not so much that it fills the streets with them, but it is maybe you've seen 5 or 6 in the streets so far. You can see every time you get to a street corner, one of the large lampposts usually has 5 or 6 missing people posters, missing persons posters with people's faces on them, and it usually looks like a bunch of different ones every time. Going down the streets, you can notice that there are heavier number here of Ashen Court than in the outer districts. Some of them even take notice to you, Arthur, and they just nod and they give you that look of like, oh, you're you're here now. Okay, they just nod and go back to what they were doing.
I nod back, little wave.
After about an hour, maybe 45 minutes of just kind of not, brisk walking. You're not like, trying to hoof it there. Just kind of casual paced walking and getting to know the city. You can finally see just down a couple blocks it is a very big building. Its face is like a kind of a large tower in itself with like a big wide area of stained glass in the front. And you can see it has a large staircase that actually leads directly up to the doors, which seem to be. It looks like the doors are made of those, like, the archways that used to be huge doors but have been since blocked off to have just now like 2 regular-sized people doors in them. And then you can see the rest of the building kind of expands outward, only reaching like maybe 2 or 3 stories. But the tower is the most influential part of that whole building. But you guys finally make your way up to the bottom of the stairs. You are at the Ashen Core precinct. Actually, everyone make perception checks real quick. Sorry.
Perception.
19.
13.
10.
Okay.
I think it's 4.
Oh no.
no. 7.
Oh, okay. That's better. Everybody but Edna.
Yeah.
You can see that around here it doesn't look like a lot of Ashen Core officers are like near at all. You can see a lot of movement inside. The large glass doors show a lot of movement, and you can see a lot of movement on the inside of the windows too. This place is packed and kind of bustling. And you can actually see being taken in up the stairs, like kind of not, they don't like push past you, but they're like at least like 10 feet away from you, not rushing, but like giving a good kind of jostle to this person. Two Ashen Core guards are escorting, we'll say, a person who is kind of trying to get out of their grasp up the stairs and towards the central area. Actually, Arthur, you recognize this person. It is a very commonly known man who is very well known for certain acts. He stays in one of the cells a lot. He's what would you call it? He's a regular in this place.
Back at it again.
This is like a god station. This all it is. This is wow.
Yep. It's pretty hectic around here, so just watch yourselves.
Yeah, this just feels like a lot for I don't know, like a god office. I was thinking it'd be like a couple of buildings with maybe like some holding cells, but okay, I'm getting the scale of this place now. It's coming through.
Gruick. Oh no! Wait! No, he's at the. They're at the house. They're at the house. I planned for different things, and you guys went against everything I planned for. As always, good job.
I guess we go in.
Yeah. So
You guys can wait
have,
out here if you want. It's up to you guys. I'm sure you guys are welcome.
Yeah, I'd like to go if you don't mind.
Appreciate you guys coming.
Yeah, I'll follow inside as well.
Okay.
All right, follow me.
As you guys make your way up the stairs, you can actually start to smell some different things as you crest up to the top of the platform where the stairs are. It looks like there's a small, not very big at all, kind of just like a like one plot of land house that would be like the size of it, maybe like 80 feet by 80 feet. but it is a nice little courtyard in front of here with a few bushes around, and it actually also has a couple of like wooden stalls set up that are selling hot foods, and you can see a couple of guards and officers that are like taking lunch here, sitting on one of the benches. It looks pretty amenable, except for now you can see the other Arthur. You recognize the same guy, the ruffian, the criminal, now being like kind of. He looked like he was trying to run and shoved into the glass, like the door's open and shoved in through the door, as they kind of just like walk in. You can't hear what they're saying, but they look like they've been doing this for too long. You guys follow in through, and immediately, the sounds that you can hear and the movement that you can hear, people are walking back and forth. Some are dressed very nicely in like, you know, blacks and blue suits. There's the front desk is immediately as soon as you walk in, and you can see like 2 or 3 people behind the front desk. There are desks as far as the eye can see, down like all the way to the end of the building, and then the same to the other side. People are moving about almost, if you think Zodiac, the press building that they're in, the newspaper building, it's just constant motion. People are doing everything they can to get from one place to another. Some are carrying stacks of paperwork. Some are dressed full to the nines. Like, Arthur wears his uniform with a little bit of like fashioned armor and stuff. Some of them have that uniform, but with full, like almost full plate on over top of it, as they just kind of like walk through the buildings. And all of this commotion almost immediately stops when all of you walk through the front door, and you can all notice, without any kind of check, that all of their eyes are not really on all of you so much as they are Arthur. And then it kind of slowly starts to build back up, where people just kind of like move themselves along, and they just kind of wave and then go back to what they were doing. And the person at the desk, you can see, you remember just a young guy. He looks up to you and waves. Do you need anything?
Yeah, just wondering if the boss man's here today.
Oh, right. Yeah, yes, I can. Give me a second. And he stands up, and you can hear the chair, and as he just like walks, takes a short corner around, and you can see the offices in the back, like those just set aside rooms that are away from all the desks around here. Starts walking towards the back, and you can see through the glass door. There are no, like, you know, solid walls around. There's just the big wooden door with a giant glass window in it. You can see your head officer sitting behind his desk, Commissioner McNamara. As the person just, the front desk person walks into the room, you can see them conversating a little bit. He leans out of the way, and you can see Commissioner looking over at you through the window. Puts his cigar down and motions you over from the entire way, like at least 100 feet away. Motions you over. You can see him like tiny through his window.
Great, stay close. We're going in.
All right.
And continue. I'll start walking to his office.
Follow.
Yeah, all of you guys follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
As you walk through this office, let's see, Zaboon and maybe Grayson. I don't think Edna. Actually, Edna, make a history check. Edna and Grayson make a history check, not Zaboon.
18.
18, okay.
18, 19, 20, 22.
Oh, yeah, okay, definitely Edna. But not so much Grayson, or maybe a little bit Grayson. As you guys walk through this hallway, or not the hallway, as you guys walk through this huge open space office, Arthur is leading you all through. Zaboon, definitely something is catching your ear. You can hear like little chimes, and it sounds like little bells, and then they stop, and then you hear people talking again, And Grayson, you start to hear this too. Edna, you recognize the sounds of. It sounds like a phone bank. You've seen one of those at the college, the Salda College. It is relatively new, within the past like 10, maybe 5-ish years, depending on where you're at in the world. It's just a whole big wall. It's a phone bank. It's a whole big wall. This is where I describe what phone banks are. A whole big wall of telephones with operators going through. But Zaboon, this
like
thing.
Atlantis.
Yes. Zaboon, this whole wall of people that you see, like maybe 10 or 20 yards away, seems like they're connecting different kind of cords, and some of them are talking, and then sometimes other people will come over and talk into the headset for them, and then they leave, and it happens again. All of this happening while you're just kind of striding through this open space office.
This place is very strange.
Yeah, I guess you're not really used to this, are you?
No, haven't been to cities too much. Are they all like this?
Honestly, I haven't been to many myself, but this is what this is, you know? This is Talon Court.
Yeah, I don't think I've been in one of these places since, before I was a priest.
Recognize them, but they are still pretty rare. Yes.
You guys get up to the door. It's open at this point, and the commissioner walks up to the front. The person who led you, or the person who you guys talked to at the front of the desk, walks out, just kind of gives you a wave, and then goes back to the front desk. The commissioner looks just at Arthur and then at everybody else. Hello? Can I, are they with you? He looks at you, Arthur.
Some, I guess, friends I met on my, little journey. They're with me.
Right. This guy, he looks like he's overworked. He looks like a middle-aged man, human, like heavy bags under his eyes. It looks like he started growing his hair out a little later because it's like super, super gray and white around here, but it has like darker kind of, like little tips of dark. He's a little bit too wide for his shirt, his dress shirt that he wears. And he doesn't look like he's ever put down this cigar. He just turns to Arthur. Can you mind if we have a conversation? Sorry, for new friends. Please have a seat at an empty desk for a second. I just need to talk to Arthur for a moment.
By all means, have at it. And then seeing that like the boss is smoking, I immediately reach into like my bag and pull out like the last couple cigars, like the really nice ones, and I just kind of light up.
Yeah, there are.
If you need us, dear, we'll be over here.
Appreciate it.
I take one look at the desks and say, I think I'll stand.
Yeah, they're those tiny little wooden wheelchairs, like those with the wheelie bottoms, and probably not. Probably wouldn't be able to. But if whoever decides to take a seat, you take a seat. Grayson, there is an ashtray on almost every desk. The door closes behind Arthur, and you can see a little bit of a blinds, like the shades being pulled down by the commissioner. So you can't see into the room anymore. Arthur, he just immediately walks behind his desk, sits down, and he takes the cigar out of his mouth, stamps it out into the ashtray, and it looks like he opens his drawer, pulls out another one, and snips the tip and just starts getting that one ready to smoke again. So, you know what? You can have a seat if you like. I just need to. Where were you?
Where was I? I went on a little trip south. Had to figure some things out.
Arthur, listen, you're a great officer, and I know what happened was terrible. But I honestly believe it may be time for you to start the grieving process. I don't know if I'm the person to be telling you this. You were gone for almost over a week,
Yeah, I'm looking for my family. I told you that's what I was doing.
and I understand, and I thought it was just gonna be a few days. We all thought that. We honestly, we weren't sure if you were gonna come back.
I'm gonna come back. I was hoping with them, but what are you trying to say? That I shouldn't be looking anymore?
It's not what I'm. Listen. I just think that after this amount of time, it's a little unhealthy for you to keep focusing so heavily on this.
Look, Mish, I appreciate you, looking out for me, but I got a gut feeling, and you know about my gut feelings. They're out there, and I'm not gonna stop.
Did your gut feeling find anything while you were gone?
Any clues to them? No, but I found this group out there, and oh no, I got a feeling about them. They're good people.
Well, that's all well and good, but
They might be able to help me. I don't know. I just have this feeling. I found them for a reason.
I'd say make a persuasion check. Since you're familiar with them, make it with advantage really quick.
Oh, I'm actually pretty good. No, I didn't. 17.
17. He kind of just like big sigh. All right, look. Full disclosure. I was supposed to let you go after you got back, if you got back. But here's the deal. And he pulls open a drawer, and he pulls out it just looks like a small file. He opens it and starts looking through some things. There were at least 4 other cases, all officers, like yourself,
Yeah.
but not here, of missing family. All over. We got 2 in Talon Court, we got 1 in Salda, we got another one in Vorden.
They're all officers.
All of them.
There has to be a connection.
I'm willing to put you on paid leave for the moment so that you can settle whatever you need to settle. But I need you to come back your full self.
How long do I got?
The most I can give you is a couple months.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Oh.
Couple months.
I'm serious, Arthur. I want
No,
you
I
back
know.
full.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
He takes a cigar and just kind of like motions you towards the door.
Well, before I go, I got all my travel got into some weird stuff. What do you know about a newly formed group called the Atheist Syndicate? Atheist Syndicate? I can't exactly remember.
What? Some kind of bandit group
No, apparently it worked within the city.
within the
Yeah,
but
not banned.
criminal? No.
No. They work with magic. The leader. It was Artemis. Artemis was her name.
Work with the magic. 1 second. He keeps like opening like various drawers. He actually gets up and goes over to one of the filing cabinets on the one side, starts pulling through some things. I don't have anything on any kind of syndicate or magic-based investigatory. I can have someone look into it unless you have anything else for me.
Where are they located? They're nearby. Apparently, they're nearby. Their office.
They have an office.
Apparently so. This is why I kind of wanted my new friends to come in. If you don't mind, I'd like to bring them in. We can talk about this a little bit. If you got time, I know you're a very busy man.
No. It's sure, yeah. They can come in for the moment.
Go over, open the door, and kind of wave everyone in.
Arthur's like, Grayson's sitting out there and he's just smoking and he's like looking at everybody. This might be a crazy question coming from me, but does anybody know the Pope's name?
That's what you just opened the door to?
Yeah.
The Pope?
What?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what they're called up here. The Archbishop or whatever. Like, I don't know what their name is. I just have a letter for them. I was told to go talk to them. I should really have asked for more detail.
Rick, do I know the name of this person?
You actually, yeah, you would. They're two very separate entities. I mean, it's not like, no political statements, but they are two very separate entities. The church and the council. But it's because they deal with very separate things. You've worked kind of not with, you've never met him, but Archbishop Pepper is he's an elf man, and that's all you really know. He's like so old that his hair is gray for elves.
Wow.
You've seen him, you've never met him, you've never really worked with him, you've worked with his team.
It might be Archbishop Pepper Grayson. Never met the man, but we might be able to pay him a visit if you got a letter for him. But we need to talk for a second if you want to come. You guys want to come in?
Oh yeah, sure. And just kind of comes in with a cigar still going, grabs the ashtray, and walks in.
The commissioner just kind of like motions all of you in. It looks like he's at this point already done his second cigar and is now like stamping it out.
Actually, before you start that, Commish, I got something you might like better, and I will offer him my like second to last fancy cigar.
He reaches down, looks it over, smells a little. This is fantastic. He goes over to everybody and like extends his hand. You can call me Commissioner McNamara. Who are all of you?
Father Grayson Afford.
I'm Edna Walters.
I'm Zobun.
He just goes and shakes everybody's hand. Goes back behind his desk. Now, Arthur tells me that you have some strange information for me.
I was trying to tell him about the syndicate that we met with Artemis.
Oh, right.
Where exactly were they located in the city?
Where's that business card? One of us has the business card with the address on it. What was that need here? I'll start looking for it. I don't know if I actually have it or if somebody else did.
Everybody just patting themselves down.
I feel like Edna would have it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
No. Oh, here it is. Here's the address here. I'm not super familiar with the neighborhood, but
He just takes it and looks it over. Cigarette in his or cigar in his mouth. The new, very nice one. He's looking it over. He has a small oil lamp on his desk, and he kind of turns it up so it gets a lot brighter. And he starts looking at it, flips it over, looks at it again, turns the oil lamp back down. I don't. There's nothing strange about this. This address is. I mean, it's one of the old noble houses, but it's basically just an abandoned street at this point. No one lives there anymore.
well, they said they were a relatively new group contracted by the government to investigate these magical occurrences throughout the country, I guess, because they were traveling.
Did they tell you who contracted them? Because there's only two people that contract new investigative services. And one of them is me.
That's why I figured you would know.
I don't recall a specific name, actually. I'm not sure.
She said it was the council or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the council. Well, the other one is the council.
It was very new. They said it just within the last month and a half, I guess. Obviously, magic hasn't been returned that often, or around that long yet, I should say. But
No. This is a little bit odd. I can't speak for the council though. They have their own musings and ideals of what they think they should investigate. If they've done something, it's not up to me. This is whatever they think is necessary.
Well, do you think you can put somebody on this? Check them out. We're gonna do our own little investigation, but
I could ask some questions. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I could ask some questions and see what's going on. We'll say that I had a run-in with them.
I would, group, I hope you agree. But I think the more pressing matter out of the two groups we met are the secondary organization that seems to be competing against them.
There's a second one.
Do you all agree?
They have a name?
I do believe so. I don't remember them giving us a name though. Do you?
They called themselves the Cardinal Order.
Yes, that's right. You know what? I should get out my notebook.
He again starts going through a couple of his filing cabinets next to his desk.
It's a guy named Apollo, and what was her name? Persimmon. Now the reason I think this might be a little more salient a point is because I don't know, they seem to be coercing people who have this new found magic into some kind of potentially very dangerous rituals to remove it, and they seem a little on the extremist edge of things. So maybe just keep an eye out for them in the city in case they're harming citizens with whatever they're doing here.
He's looking through. It looks like he's looking through one of the files. You said Apollo.
Yeah.
Was this a? I have two. Was this a halfling gentleman?
No.
No. Okay. The other one is an Earth Genasi gentleman.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
That's him.
We have a file for him. Not in a very long time. He was here about 10 years ago. He got busted for. Oh, we brought him in for stealing books from the library, if you'd believe it.
That sounds like him.
But
I wonder what the books were.
oh, gods no, I wouldn't have anything to do with that kind of shit. I just we book him and let him go when they're done. It was an overnight thing for him. And that's the only file that we have on him, so.
Well, I would keep an eye out for him. He seemed to imply that nobody had survived the procedure quite yet.
He picks the file. He picks like the whole file back up and gets one of the quills on the side of his desk. Noted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really have anything else. Well, I have one extra thing that the chief just might know, but it's kind of tangential and not really pressing news or matters. What else do you have?
I have nothing else.
Oh, actually, that's a good. We should have thought of this. Have there been any reports of like flying orcs?
Forgot about that one.
Sorry, flying orcs?
Yeah, or like big elephant men like our friend Zabun here.
I couldn't say. I mean, well, a few weeks ago there was the outbreak. Some people were reported to fly uncontrollably, but nothing that fits your description. No.
Well, that was worth a shot. The last thing I will.
Uncontrollably.
What was that?
What do you mean by uncontrollably?
Well, some of them would just shoot up into the air, and we had to call a lot of the emergency services.
But nobody flying deliberately, it seemed.
It didn't seem like it, no.
That's still quite concerning.
Oh, it definitely was.
Sounds like our friend who hasn't quite learned how to control it yet.
We have a lot of that here. We actually, it's when, and he starts to motion towards Arthur, and then he stops himself. It's when the people, everyone started going missing.
But yeah, this outbreak thing is it's a lot. But the last thing I just wanted to know, I figured you're the commissioner, you've probably been in the city for a while. Is there like a good blacksmith or something around here? Somebody that maybe you guys use?
Absolutely. There's we have a few in this district alone. If you wanted something more affordable, what were you looking for?
Very specifically, anyone that can work with like dragon scales.
Oh, dragons. Where did you find? You know what? That's none of my business. But good on you for getting some. Yes, I can. If you go to the front desk, James can actually help you sort that out. Just tell him I sent you to look for a blacksmith that can work with dragon scales.
All right, I will do that. Hey, I don't want to bother the commish anymore than we already have. You know what? Here, you seem to be enjoying that. Take these. Actually got these from the dragon that got the scales from, and I placed the rest of the box of cigars in front of him.
He just like kind of slides it over to himself, opens the box a little bit. You hear like the ear, and then that is a very nice gift. It's too. I insist on you keeping. It's too much, though.
I mean, the cigar's really not my thing. They're sort of going to waste on me.
If you insist, and he kind of excitedly pulls them closer, like he was kind of wanting you to say, no, you take them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Torm's blessing and all that. I'm gonna go talk to this James fella. If you guys got more things to bother the commission about, go for it. But I'll meet you guys like in the front lobby in 5.
Yeah, sounds good.
You guys didn't hear that at all, did you?
No,
Son of a bitch.
not a peep.
Stream got it.
Grayson gives like a little like whatever like the side of Torm like blessed side is for the door and walks out.
Last thing, Commish. Just if you hear anything, let me know.
He opens his drawer and puts the cigar box in there. I will. And Arthur, please do what you need to do and just come back. All right?
Couple months. Also, there may be some people staying at my house. If you could just keep an eye on them from time to time, make sure they're safe.
Oh, don't worry.
Greatly appreciate it.
We haven't taken the surveillance off of your home, so we can keep them there.
All right.
Excuse me, Commissioner. Before I go, you haven't heard about those bandits kidnapping people like me and orcs, have you?
We're people like you. What do you mean?
With tusks, apparently. Us Luxodon and orcs are being kidnapped by bandits for our tusks.
Oh.
Take Viakti and brought here.
There has been a little bit of chatter about certain things. It's none of my business to get into. That's foreign affairs for the very sure. Rest assured, you are safe here, though. You will absolutely be safe in the city limits.
I appreciate that, thank you, but perhaps you should keep an eye out more. They did take me to this island. They could be in the city, for all we know.
I'll have a look out. Thank you.
No, thank you. And then I turn around and leave.
Okay. everybody leaves the office. He kind of like he follows you up, closes the door, and this time he draws the blind. Grayson, you are told by James, unless there was anything else that you wanted to say to the front desk.
Nope, just Kamish told me to ask you about
Yeah.
blacksmith, one that could probably work with some dragon scale.
You're given like a pretty exact address. It's like maybe 45-minute walk from here. Still the opposite direction of where, or the continued direction of where you would be going. So more away from Arthur's house.
Does the shop have a name or like the proprietor?
Oh
like,
yeah, where is it?
Any details besides an address? I appreciate the address, but I feel like if I'm going in, I'm gonna be like, hey, guy, person, Kamish sent me to you.
It's called Black Powder Goods.
Thank you.
You're also told that it is the blacksmith that actually handles all of the ammunition creation for a lot of the weapons that you've seen around here, which are many, many muskets.
Cool. Yeah. After that, Grace is just kind of like sitting on a bench.
Just waiting for the rest of you guys to.
Yeah, and he definitely looks like a child, like a weird man child, because he's got a grumpy man face, but his feet just dangle.
It's kind of the scene in Ant-Man 2 where he's just shrunk. He's not. He's just a child's size, but he's still a man.
Exactly.
All right. Where are we going, Grayson?
Well, I kind of have 2 stops that I need to make. I want to go to this Black Powder Goods. I don't know if you've been there before, but I got this big roll here, and just points to like the wrapped and rolled and like slightly ice packed couple yards of leather that I want to try and get made into something before it goes bad. And then I loath as I am to do it, I do eventually need to deliver this letter and talk to these, the Archbishop and whoever the heck else is there, and, do my job. It just kind of gives, like, a little, like, shrug with that.
Alright. Edna, you got anything in the city?
There is an academy that I would very much like to visit. It sounds like it's something that I could do possibly during your visit to the blacksmith. Archlight Academy Library? Oh, wait. I think that was the wrong one. Hold on. That's my academy, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be the one in Salda.
That is mine. I thought he gave me the name of one.
He might not have.
Maybe he just directed me to this.
I think he did just direct you, but you would know the 3 biggest academies here. With they would most likely have the most expansive libraries. Would be Embers University. I'll do the second one last, so I can spell it for you. Six Sages Academy. And then Wixler Hold Academy. Wixler Hold.
Okay. So, take that back. I'd like to visit one of the main campuses you have here. I guess whatever one is closest. Embers, Six Sages, or Wixler Hold. Any one of those would probably do for now.
Rick, do I know which one's closest?
You actually know that the Six Sages Academy is probably the closest because it is kind of in tandem with the capital itself. It's kind of like, how those douches who go to Harvard and like everything like that always end up in Congress because it's connected? It's like that.
And I think the Six Sages Academy would be closest.
That would be perfect.
You guys
I suppose we could
split
split off. Yeah.
Splitting the party?
Point me in the direction, and I could ask directions on the way, of course. I don't think I need anything at a blacksmith, and we could just meet back at your house later.
Okay. All right. You want to go by yourself? You want to take one of us to go with you?
If anybody has any interest in visiting a library, then you're more than welcome to come with me.
Ooh.
Looking at the three of you, I would assume a blacksmith would be more likely the place you'd be.
Yeah.
That is completely fine.
Not much of a reader.
I got one good book. That's enough.
So where's everybody
How in
going?
character.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the blacksmith. I'm gonna go to Six Sages.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be like a big RP thing, but
Gotcha. Then we can do yours first, Edna. You guys split off. Arthur would have given you rough directions on how to get there, and it is painfully obvious once you are close enough to it because you can see the area around you begin to it's all very city-like. Like the steam from the sewers is coming up from a lot of the places as you just travel through the big thick town for both parties. And the streets are so close, and you have to dodge puddles as the out of control sometimes automobiles kind of fly through the streets. The people don't move when you try to walk near them. The buildings just kind of rise and cast shadow where not even a little bit of sunlight would be able to poke through these clouds and smog. But once you start getting closer and closer to, you said you were going to Six Sages, right?
Yep.
Once you get closer and closer, it very much turns into this is high quality campus. There's green grass spread across a lot of a whole bunch of different walkways and pathways. There's nice shrubs carved into different kinds of topiary things. There's a whole bunch of it looks like very ancient marble stone buildings, but they're gazebos, and people are just sitting and chilling in them. This is very much a college campus, and you can see on the way far end of this campus area is a very elegant white marble building that towers for maybe in certain parts it's 5 or 6 stories of just marble and granite and every other kind of super expensive stone you can think of, different kinds of carvings of gargoyles and anything you can think that would make this place look gaudy as hell.
Perfect.
What did you want to look up here?
So I would go to talk to somebody, find the library, in search of anything about the history of magic or it going away, literally any kind of magical things. What I've searched in my own library before leaving Salda.
Okay.
And then, because I expect I'll be here for the next several hours, after reading up everything that I could possibly find, talking to someone and looking for a history professor.
Okay.
Or a specifics of history of magic or something like that.
It'll be incredibly easy to find the library. Just asking the nearest student that's walking along campus, they'll show you the way. So I'd say make either. No, I'd just say make an investigation check. Once you're in the library, you're looking around. You're it's laid out a lot similarly to the way your library was, so it's pretty easy to figure out.
Okay.
A lot similarly.
Right. 16. Not amazing, but
with a 16, you actually you find a lot of the same exact books that you found before in your library, and the one that you would study in. There's only a couple different ones that you find, and they kind of just go over the same stuff. They go over the same events and the same happenings and stuff.
okay. And then she'd try to find a history professor if that failed.
I'd say you can either make an investigation check or a persuasion check, depending on how you want to do it. If you want to just kind of look around for someone who looks like that, or asking around, would be persuasion.
I mean, she'd probably ask somebody
Yeah,
instead of just trying to hunt it down on this
teacher.
city-sized campus.
Yeah.
Jesus. Not on flying. Persuasion 15.
Yeah, you are actually pointed to. It looks like one of the people, or one of the professors, is having an outside class, and you are pointed directly towards one of the outside classes. It looks like just an elven man dark hair, gray on the sides, kind of like Mr. Fantastic, dressed in like one of those tweed jackets, you know, elbow pads and everything. But if you, what did you want to ask of him?
Well, he's teaching a class. I'm not going to interrupt. I'm not rude.
Right,
I'm gonna sit down and listen. I'm going to sit down and listen to the rest of his class and then talk to him.
Okay.
And then I will ask him, just about what's coming back or whatever, and how I talked to my own professor, whose name was Harmon Finfelder.
Okay.
The Gnomon professor, and just to see if he knows anything, or same types of questions.
Actually, this role might be on him. It turns out that he does actually. No, he introduces himself as where is it? I have I have a bunch of professor names, and I have a bunch of I was gonna say cop names. I have a bunch of officer names for if you guys talk to anybody else from the precinct. I plan so much shit.
So how many professors should I talk to so you can use all your
Yeah, I
names?
gotta use all the names. I gotta go through all the names, guys. But this is Professor Harris. He tells you that he does know your old professor there, or the professor they were talking about. They've met before. They've talked about different kinds of. They work in the same field. He doesn't really know anything more than you. Like, he actually kind of seems like he's learning a little bit from what you tell him and what you've found out.
Interesting. Does he know where I can find any more scrolls? If there's a museum somewhere that might have an archive?
He does tell you that even though, so he'll go into detail about how Wixlerhold is one of the least reputable academies. It does boast the biggest collection of ancient arcane things. It's the only academy that is not within the central city limits.
Okay. Well, I will thank him for his time. And I'll let him know that I will tell my gnome professor back home that I've met him.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's been a full day.
Yeah, that would have taken like a good few hours researching and everything.
On the way back to Arthur's house, I will try to find, I don't know, I'm assuming a restaurant to find food to buy at, and a bakery.
Okay.
Or something. I assume it's a city. There's stuff.
Oh yeah.
So.
You're basically in
then,
like Victorian London right now.
Yeah, and then that'll be my day. Just buy food for my newfound family.
Okay. What are you guys doing? So from the point that from the point that you guys branch off.
So, Zabun, Arthur, you guys, you are both relatively experienced in the whole fighting stuff thing, right? Is that like safe to assume based on all the armor and, the being like a cop man and the fact that you hit things with a massive goddamn hammer?
Yeah, I've been training to fight my whole life.
Okay. How do you do that? Because I'm going to be very honest with you, in case you cannot tell by, the fact that I wear, like, a tabard for a god as, my uniform, fighting is very much not what I do. And apparently, I do that now.
Well,
do you have anything that I should know? Like tips or anything? I have a shield, but like that's literally part of my uniform. And like the weapons I have are things that you have given me since we left town.
Well, I did learn a lot from my master. Mostly just practice. Think about what you're trying to protect and focus on that. Don't be afraid. Just do what you need to do.
very good advice. Very, very good advice.
And Grayson has this like long pause as we're walking. Be like, you know what? I have a counter proposal for you. I'm just going to make sure you two do not become unconscious anymore, and you deal with it.
Sounds like a plan. Focus on your strengths. You seem to be really good at that healing stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not-
know, I'm glad because you know it's funny. That's like what I used to do back home. I was like, you know, if somebody couldn't afford a doctor, like they would just call me because you know I have a little bit of a knack for it. But apparently now, when I'm like, hey, I'm doing these things, it now literally makes wounds not exist no more. So I guess that's been a boon of all these things. Yeah. Hey, what are those big sticks all these god guys carry?
The muskets?
Yeah, what's the deal with them?
Oh god, you really aren't from. Kind of like a boomstick. You kind of just hold it in front of you, aim, and you pull trigger, and it pops and shoots a little metal. What do they call it? A bullet?
That feels like much more something I would be capable of doing.
Those things. See, I kind of stayed away from those things. I rather trust myself with a hammer, a sword, anything than those things. I don't know. Don't trust them.
I don't see you say that, but like I feel like if I had a sword, for one, like do you see my side? That would be a very small sword.
It's not about the size. It's about how you use it.
You see, you say that now until like the guy I'm fighting is a moon size, and like I can't even get near him.
Aim for his ankles. Hit him in the toes. Whatever works.
Well, if you do decide to get one of those muskets, it's probably a good idea to keep a dagger or something on you just in case.
Oh, I got that neat magic one we found. That thing's cool. Just gonna pull it out like it's just like in my like holy man fanny pack.
As long as you stick with me, you should be fine.
That sounds like a good plan. I am gonna try and make them turn this dragon into armor though, because that I feel like armor made out of a dragon just sounds better.
Quite formidable indeed.
Yeah.
So you guys head to the blacksmith.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
During all that happening during your walk, you actually come upon the blacksmith pretty fast. It's kind of close. The entire building is not what you would assume a blacksmith to look like. It is, it's made out of stone, and it does kind of match the general aesthetic of the outer plate of everybody else around here. But it doesn't have like an outer area where you can hear the tings of metal. It has one big, large peak with a couple of windows on there, but the top of the peak is emitting this cloud of black smoke. And the two large double doors on the front of this building, at the top of like just a few stairs that lead up to it, are swung inward open. And you can see a couple of people moving inside, but also like it looks like a customer is leaving with a little box in his hands. As you all enter, this place has a very Arthur, you would have smelled this before. A very like acidic, acrid smell, almost just like a chemical compound has been rubbed everywhere. And you can see it looks like there are a few people behind this very large U-shaped counter that are helping people with different things. It looks like they're showing them different kinds of muskets, and it looks like they're going over like some of them are going over ammunition sizes. And it also looks like they have a very large selection of blades and different kinds of nicely sharpened and honed weaponry, all set along the walls. But you all... where is it? No, that's it. You all... welcome to the Black Powder Goods.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's like a lot of stuff going on. Who needs this many like weapons? Are they like outfitting an army? Like, what is this place? And Grayson's like mumbling this as he gets in line.
As soon as you try to get in line, you're actually it sounds like somebody from behind the counter actually waves you down. Hey, 1 second. It looks like a half orc, skin very dark, dreadlocks down to the shoulders, and like it. The only thing that kind of gives away half orc is the one tusk kind of barely poking out of the mouth. Otherwise, it would look just kind of like a big burly human man. He comes out from behind the counter, walks over to you guys. No, new customers, haven't seen your faces here. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm actually looking to get something commissioned. The Commissioner McNamara sent us this way.
Oh. Well, he sent it to the right place. Gregory Good, owner of, well, everything that you can see here. If you give me just one moment, I'd like to, see what I'm working with here. What is it now?
Yeah. So, you see, some associates of ours dealt with this mean beastie, and I just kind of like I'm awkwardly trying to like pull off the roll and hand it to him. So that's a couple of yards of white dragon skin and scales.
He like kind of, well, it's pretty hefty. Where did, you know what? Don't want to know. What did you want to just sell this, or what did you want to get done to it, or?
What I was hoping is you could turn it into like some armor for me. I don't know how much that like costs normally, but I know like dragon scale is really rare.
Oh yes.
And I'm real small, and that's a lot of scales. So, kind of what I was hoping we could work out here is that maybe you could make me some armor out of it, and then keep all the rest because there's like 3 yards of it.
I'd say make a persuasion check with advantage now because it's a good offer.
Not terribly high. Actually, I'm really good. That's a 15.
He it looks like he's kind of like sifting through the layers of it, kind of wiping his hands every now and then. This is. I could make you what kind of armor were you thinking?
I have no idea. Like whatever the best armor is. I'm a priest. My name is Father Grayson Affa. I don't really do a lot of fighting.
Right.
But like the roads have gotten crazy and everyone's got magic now. And apparently, just coming from like Vorden to here, you can encounter a dragon.
Say no more.
So,
I can definitely. It's going to be a little bit costly, but the cost is definitely driven down by keeping the rest of this stuff for you. Let me go get the books and I'll give you an estimate in just a second. He takes the scale, like the whole thing that you gave him, to the back. He goes behind one of the doors, comes back out with a pretty big book and just starts flipping through it. You get white dragon scales. We could work well with that. It's gonna still be a little bit costly. It's gonna be about 1,800 gold for the rest of it, for yours.
that is wow.
Yeah, it's I taken the rest of. I'm only going to use about 2 yards of this, so making your armor took about 4,000 gold off of the price.
Wow.
Yeah, man, dragon armor.
So, how about this? Could you start working on it, and I could like pay it off in increments and pick it up when it paid off?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yes.
Okay.
I don't get much of a chance to work on any kind of dragon scales.
All right. Do you need any kind of additional down payment now, or is this like good to get you started?
No. The down payment would be leaving the rest of the scales here. Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. Actually, kind of look around. I could also give you a tip on where you might be able to find some more.
He's
For,
like kind of leans in.
If you can maybe also help me with perhaps finding a small one of these muskets, like maybe one that I can hold in one hand.
Oh yeah, we have a handheld. We do have let's see. And he just shows you over to a lot of the which would essentially just be the pepper box.
Cool. Well, we can talk about that price, but no, it might be gone now. But last I saw it, it was like completely frozen and over. Right outside of goes through the book to find page city that we were just in.
Let's see if we can find it. Let's see if we can find it.
You took the map down from the background.
I did. Hold on. I got you. Because it was an old map. There we go. And now we wait for the stream delay.
So, if you go about a quarter mile outside of Lavasis on the Crow's Beak side, you might find the remains of the dragon. See, the guys who took it down didn't seem like they were terribly cared about dealing with it, and the town itself had a little bit of trouble after the dragon. So
Right.
they probably haven't harvested. So if you get like some agents to get down there, you might be able to get some good stuff, like some bone.
He starts like writing some stuff down and like nudges one of the other people at the counter and just kind of like slides over the paper to him. Good, very good to know. Thank you very much.
And how much are these peppery boxes?
Oh, each one of those is going to be going to run you about 75 gold pieces. Ammunition's only about 10.
Okay. Okay. So if I'm gonna give you 7 platinum for that, and whatever the ammo, and could you throw in like a basic lesson on how to like not hurt myself with it?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, if you want to come by tomorrow morning, pick up the gun, pay it, and then you can actually go through one of the training situations.
That sounds actually great. I appreciate that. So I will do that. Zabu and Arthur, do you guys need like a look around? Do you guys up to anything? As Grayson pulls out his like little like notebook to make sure he remembers all this.
Gregory just kind of looks. He looks at Arthur and just kind of, officer.
How you doing? Good day.
If there's anything else I could help you guys with, I know we're a little bit busy right now, but I'm more than happy to help.
I think I have all I need, thank you.
Yeah, can't really think of anything at the moment, but I appreciate the offer.
Absolutely. And you, sir, I will get to work on your armor immediately. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Mr. Good. Torn be with you, and I'll see you in the morning.
Yes. Torm be with you.
Start to head outside.
Where do you guys head from here? That was that definitely wasn't an all day excursion. So what would you guys be doing now that you're finished with that part? Since Edna is still probably reading away.
So if you guys want, we could like go to the cathedral, and I could deal with all my business and be done with it. Or we could find a bar.
I feel like I don't know if Edna would want to come with us to that.
You watch like Grayson like look a little like, I'm gonna have to go do this, aren't I?
I say let's. Edna's doing her thing. Let's go to the cathedral.
Yeah, I don't mind checking that out.
Yeah, we'll go with you.
Okay.
You got your back.
This will be fun. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll just hand them the letter and walk out. Tom. No, I guess we let Arthur lead the way to the cathedral.
No checks are even necessary because Arthur, you've been to the amalgam altar. You've been there a lot, especially recently. Arthur leads you all through the streets of the capital again, kind of rounding out your way. It's very close at this point because of you guys went to the blacksmith, which was kind of on the way. But again, the entire city kind of starts to immediately change into this. The atmosphere around you just kind of switches. It seems like within a few blocks, everything again is just well maintained, well taken care of, cleaned daily. It looks like there's no trash in the streets. And you guys finally get to a very large, sprawling, open area. There's no like fountains or courtyards or anything. It's just a very large, open, flat area. And way off in the distance, you can actually see a huge, kind of geometric from far away, but it looks like a dome made of solid glass with 4 glass towers sprouting up from this place. Kind of Louvre-esque, except it's not a pyramid, like a dome. But you guys make your way over to the grand gates of this place are made of like this kind of brushed steel and accentuated copper and bronze. But you guys are here at the amalgam altar.
This is the place.
Yeah.
You all right, Grayson? You nervous or seem a little, hesitant?
I think what it comes down to is a difference of opinion on how one should pursue their beliefs. See all this? As we're like walking inside, you see all like the fancy gilding and the obscene level of ostentatiousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we sold like 1/10 of that, it would have let me clean up my entire neighborhood for a decade or 3. But this is, apparently relevant.
I understand.
Yeah, I don't really go out of my own parish too often. Again, differences of opinion. And sadly, due to my apparent newfound abilities, that I've drawn a lot of limelight. Well, hopefully this won't be some kind of like big inquisition or nothing, and it'll be just like I deliver the letter, we make a report, and we get to go, oh, hey, I just gonna like wave at like some like random group of people.
Your footsteps echo through the entire place, even though this place is not so much filled with people, but there are a good amount of people here. Almost like a train station where even though like there's people moving about, you can hear every little footstep that you take. The atmosphere in here immediately grows warm, almost like the outside was a little bit like, just a little bit chilly. It felt like fall because of the constant overcast, but in here it's very warm and nice. What exactly are you looking for right here, Grayson?
As we're going around, I'm gonna see if I can find like an acolyte or a priest or just like a general like attendant or altar person around here, preferably if they are rocking Torm regalia.
Okay,
I'll take anyone.
I'd say either everybody can make a perception check or you can make an investigation check for that specific thing.
Yeah, I think the squad will look.
Squad look.
Down.
All right,
Yeah.
Squad look.
Well,
Wow.
I got an 8, so
Natural fucking 20.
Ooh.
Step. 20 as well, but not a natural.
But not natural.
And I don't it's +0 for me, by the way. It's just natural.
Zaboon, you this whole place is enormous. I mean, the inside of this place is about the size of a football field, and it is just one large dome that overtakes the entire thing. It's kind of unsettling from what you remember seeing back home. You don't really take much of this information in as much as you just kind of put off by a lot of it. Grayson and Arthur, you guys both you can like pick out different kinds of like, you know, just different kind of apostles that are around here. However, Grayson, you notice that all of them are dressed the same. None of them have specific gods that they look like they're dressed for. They don't have any kind of like insignias of everyone or of anyone specifically. But Arthur, something that you've already known. Grayson, you're just now noticing as you're looking for someone specifically. The walls of this place, like as far as they stretch, are lined with so many different statues. And it looks like there are a few benches in front of each one, and it looks like there's like, after that, there's just a bunch of like a very nice rug spread out behind there for like maybe 20, 30 yards for each statue that's there. And it looks like there are a few people in front of, you know, of various statues and stuff doing, some of them look like they're praying, some of them look like they're worshiping in their own ways. But it doesn't look like the apostles that are here are dressed in specific regalia for gods. But you do notice that there are people, like kind of like attendants, you know?
Yeah. If that is the case, I will just like go to the closest one who doesn't look like they're like actively like very busy, like the guy who's lighting the candles or something.
Okay.
Excuse me.
She turns around. She looks pretty young. Turns around like looks down at you. Puts down the candle snuffer.
Hi, I Father Grayson Halfart here from Vorden. I'm supposed to take a letter to like the Archbishop, like whoever's in charge here. Could you give me some directions?
That's very lucky of you for right now. He's actually right here. She motions over, like she just like guides your vision over 20 feet or so, and it looks like there's a small group in front of one of the statues just having a conversation. There are 3 people there. One of them is very obviously Archbishop Pepper. You can see that he is dressed very differently, very dark purples. The sash that he has is gold and black. He has this like flat-topped round hat on that has a little bit of trailing fabric from the back. And it looks like he's in a conversation with a few other people.
Grayson's gonna like walk over and just kind of like stand in a like nearby way that's kind of respectful, but clearly like I'm waiting to talk to you.
Okay.
Kind of deal. Like a next in line sort of thing.
You guys watch Grayson just kind of walk over, and they continue their these people continue their conversation for like, you know, a few seconds. The person who he's talking to it looks like human woman, dark, like jet black hair pulled back into a ponytail. She's wearing, actually, Grayson, make perception check. As you're just kind of like standing here, like, you know, waiting for the next thing to do.
16.
16. She's actually wearing robes of Torm. She is like maybe mid 40s, early 50s. Her robes of Torm are kind of hidden though underneath. It looks like very similar armor to, like, you know, patched armor to what Arthur wears. It looks like she just has different pieces of armor put on herself. She also has a mace by her side. And they're just having a conversation, and you notice her eyes go to you while she's talking to him, go back to talking to him, and then go back to you.
And I just give her like the little like kind of like symbol of Torm, like kind of gauntlet salute.
She doesn't do that back to you. She just kind of gives you a little wave and then gives you like the wait a second finger as Archbishop Pepper looks around as, like, you know, who are you talking to? And then he turns to her. May I help? Do you need to talk to me?
Yes, I actually I do.
So sorry. It's been a very busy day. I can try to help you though. Is there anything?
You're telling me. I left Vorden. I fought a wolf monster and some dragons, and I made a whole bunch of strange new friends, and it was all to deliver a letter to you. So I'm hoping to tell him it was worth it.
You don't really get to finish the sentence like that before you're interrupted by the woman who noticed you. She immediately, oh my god, you're from Vorden too?
Yeah, south side.
Wait, no, are you in the Torm? Wait, hold on, who sent you here?
You know, Bishop, she did. Who else would send me?
The new, oh god, the new one. All right, hold on. Okay, this is, shh, don't tell it. Just come here for a second. She kind of like pulls you in closer. This is kind of a secret. Look, listen. What's your name?
Grayson.
Grayson. All right, Grayson. Look, I'm Bishop Plum. I'm not. As she says her name, you recognize her name. She was the Archbishop from Vorden, but she left for strange reasons that no one knows. She just left. That's why you have the current bishop now. She like leans in a little bit. Listen, I'm not supposed to be here, Grayson, all right? I'm not supposed to be here talking to you right now or talking to Archbishop here, right? Now, Pepper looks down at her when she's trying to talk, and she just like shushes him. No, don't say anything. Listen, this is a very secret mission. I'm certain you're sent here for the same thing, right? Right? There's weird shit going on?
Yeah.
The magic-y shit? Yeah, right? No, I started looking for that stuff too, right? But guess what? It was earlier. It was like 2 months ago. Alright, now listen. I figure we can trust each other here. Alright? I see you dressed in the way that you should be dressed. I'm sure you're doing a very good job. Alright? You doing a good job?
I mean, I think so. I kept them from dying.
No, of course you. Damn! And she looks over to Zaboon and Arthur. Them two, they're alive. Okay, you guys, you stay over there. We're gonna have a little conversation. Listen, some weird shit's going on. And as she says that, Pepper tries to interrupt her. No, some weird shit's going on. All right, don't listen to anybody who says different. People are going missing. People are turning into weird fucking eels. Look, some shit's going down.
I literally watched the man turn into like a wolf monster.
Listen, I'm telling you, it's real, okay? Pepper, look, we have a third party here who says the things are happening, all right? Now listen.
Yeah, I mean, I can literally like say words to people, and like if they're like cut open, they will heal. It's fucking weird.
She very aggressively pushes your shoulder away. Get the fuck out of here. Me too.
No, like it's real. That's crazy. See, we don't have any, and in all of Vorden, like the whole parish, like we checked everyone. I'm the only one who does it.
Did it start like 2 months ago when all this shit started down?
Something around like 5-6 weeks ago.
So, listen, same thing. So I started looking into all this weird shit, right? And then it's getting even fucking weirder. I'm getting close to something. Every time she says this kind of stuff, Pepper's like, we really shouldn't. Like he's looking around. You should just shush it. I know. Listen. Look, Grayson, right? You said your name was Father Grayson.
Yeah.
It's very good to have you here. Torm loves that you're here right now. I can feel it. I can just feel it in my bones. You're going to be my man on the inside, okay? No. And Pepper's like, no. He's going to be my man on the inside. Look, we're both archbishops here, Pepper, all right? We're about the same level. I have the same amount of processing power as you have right now. I can appoint him. It's just what we can do. Every time...
Pepper, can he like do magic too? Can he like heal people with words?
She just looks at him. He's no, I can't. I was hard pressed to believe that Bishop.
Well, I think that means that Plum's got one up on you.
Plum does indeed have, it seems, a very strong connection with Torm. I would urge both of you, however, to play this safely. The church does not like to involve itself in these kinds of...
The general goings-on of the entire goddamn planet? Yeah, it's kind of what we do.
We would very much prefer to safely investigate these things.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to safely investigate things when, like, I ran into a kid who was so fucking scared that he accidentally made his entire family disappear. And, you know, we can't even get a church out
You see what he's fucking saying? We need to do this. Now listen, Pepper. I love you, bud. All right, but we've known each other for years, but we can't keep doing this shit. All right, look, we're gonna. How about this? We're gonna me and Grayson here. We're gonna do a little bit of under the cover. Shush, shush, hush, hush kind of investigate. We're not going to involve the church at all. All right, that's what I was telling you. Look, I'm not going to involve the church. We're not going to be connected to the church. I'm going to be outside of the church. You get it? We're good. We're fine. We're fucking dandy. All right? Right, Grayson? She's...
Well, I guess, yeah.
Pepper looks at you, and since he's, like, he can't see her, she's just going... All right.
I mean, I just spent like a lot of money that I don't have to buy armor because I think schemo was killing me and my friends.
Oh,
So
don't worry.
sure.
Don't worry. You don't have to worry about staying anywhere or anything else. We got room and board. We got food. Everything you could need. Don't worry about it. As long as you're on our dime, you're on our dime. So, your friends maybe too. I don't know. Big guy looks like he eats a lot. She motions over to Zaboon. We might have to get 2 beds.
Oh, all right. I think we actually have a place to stay.
Oh, well, hot shit then. All right then. No problem. But
So, is there like, first off, who the hell am I giving this letter to? And I just kind of like hold it up in the air, like in between them. Like I'm not getting in the middle. Like whoever takes it.
she just kind of takes it, looks at it. This is for you, Pepper. He takes it and starts reading it. Oh, all right. Well, it seems even if I had any objectification or objection, you are indeed to share all of our information on any investigation we have going. And it seems also that Salda and Gavilon have reports. This is getting a little out of hand. Possibly we can work something out. I'm sure that you will do everything in your power to safely find the information you need. Safely, please.
I mean, to be honest, like I generally am the one who is trying to help and save people. That's kind of what I've been actively doing for the last like week on the road. I thought this was gonna be like a quick walkabout, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice. I never leave home." And then again, Wolfman, dragons.
Never is.
It's weird.
Never is. Nope. I thought same thing too. And here I am, 2 months later. Anyway, look, we can get you all the information you need. We got a whole bunch of stacks of papers, boring as shit. You can go through them if you want. They're in little folders. You can read
I
all
have no desire to do that, but if I can have copies, I have a very old librarian friend who would adore doing that for an evening.
Oh, right. All right, then. Yeah, we can get you some copies of them. We have a bunch of copies of them. I don't feel like fucking doing it either, so if you could give me the footnotes on it, that'd be great. Sure, yeah, we can get them to you tonight. How about that? Do you have a place you're staying we can send them to?
Yeah, I look, Arthur, can I give the Archbishop's your address? Is that okay? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
She just looks over. Hi, officer. No problem. We'll just get your address. We'll send them there. You involved in this too?
Yeah. So I kind of like pull her in a little bit. That's kind of my current investigation. He became a buddy of mine on the road, but his family is one of the ones that went missing.
Oh, fuck.
So, yeah. Well, that's kind of my main focus right now. My other buddy, the big elephant man, apparently like his entire town got kidnapped and then saved by flying orcs or something from wherever he's from.
It's kidnapped
so,
and
like,
then saved. Wow.
Yeah, so it's weird. So it's like I've got kind of a series of things that I'm trying to do. So like first I had to deliver a letter, and now find friends missing family, and then find friends less dangerous but like still missing family. So,
right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, I'm on the same page. It seems like a fucking roller coaster you're on here.
Yeah, I'm up to like 2 packs a day, and I just pull out a cigarette.
Oh shit. I had to quit for the when you're taking a lot of walks and you mountain climbing and shit, you kind of gets a little bit painful in the lung area. But
Yeah,
listen,
I got a thing for that actually. I think I just learned it. So if you start feeling that, let me know. I might be able to fix it.
oh, good shit. Yeah, I don't do much of the healing anymore. I used to be able to do a really good salve. Not anymore. No, it's just this bad boy cuts through skulls like fucking butter. If you know what I mean.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I did accidentally punch the Wolfman and partially melt him. That was weird.
That's great. See, that's to him giving you all the good shit. He's giving you all the greatest shit. He's telling you you're being a good boy. You're doing everything you need to do, and he's proud of you. Now listen, I can get all the stuff for you. I can do all the information for you, but I can't find any more of it. You got to do that in yourself, and you got to do it, safely. And she looks over at Pepper, and he's just kind of like, please.
No, yeah, we have some leads. We got some things we're working on.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, like any information you got, really appreciated. Also, if you know any way to like earn money while doing this investigation, let me know because
earning money.
I kind of yeah. I've never really needed it before. I've always just like needed exactly enough to buy like.
No, right,
a few
yeah.
packs for the week and a beer on Fridays, but like now I'm out doing this, and we found a dragon, like an entire dragon.
Oh shit!
Dead on the road, and I figured
like one of the northern ones, like the big fuckers.
I don't know. It was like that big, and based on the craziness and the fact that like Tom is all like the white gauntlet and stuff, and I found the white dragon on the road. I felt like maybe this is a good sign for me to try to repurpose some of this.
Sounds like a sign.
Yeah, I got some armor being made, but it's real expensive. I didn't know this stuff was so expensive.
Oh yeah, dragons don't give away their skin very often, so you gotta, it's hard to work with.
Yeah, I had to buy like a weapon for the first time ever, and it was like 80 gold. Like that's like what I would need for like a year.
Yeah, this bad boy cost me 70 nice ones right here.
That's crazy.
But she works, so but we can get all the information sent to you. The address that you gave, as long as it's still fine. We'll do it discreetly. No one has to know what's going to your house there, officer. All right?
You got it.
Appreciate that.
Well, Pepper, it was nice to meet you. Plum, good seeing you. We're gonna get out of here, if that's okay.
Right.
If you need us, we'll probably be at that address, at least until the morning.
All right.
Then we got stuff to do.
No problem. Look, if you need anything else, you always come back here, right? Like, there's many guys. It's called the Amalgam for a reason. If you don't know what you're looking for, they do. And she just kind of motions to the statues around. All right. So Tom be with you. Bless you all. All right. Have a good day. Mwah.
Yep. As like we're going, I look up at Arthur and Zabu and I'm like, there's a lot of gods. A lot of them do great things. Clearly, Tom number one. That's where we're headed out. Unless you guys want to do anything here.
I actually, Arthur will go back to where the one statue was, Rick.
Okay.
And
I'd say
like,
make a quick investigation check. Just because it is a circle, and it is just statues centered around.
it's 14.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you know exactly like where that statue that you saw was. It was like positioned in a certain part with the marble flooring, that kind of like the designs on there. You remember where it was. You guys watch Arthur head over, and Arthur, you just start walking over, and it's a little bit weird because you see the statues that were to the left of it and the statues that were to the right of it. But currently, there's just an empty alcove with a small set of candles that look like they're barely lit. No one is in front of this place.
And this is where like I knew the statue was.
The statue was in this alcove.
I look around. Does anyone know where the statue went? Anyone?
One of the acolytes looks up. Which one, sir?
The one that was in this alcove. It was kind of like guy with a blindfold on, plain clothes. Did you guys move it? Is it somewhere else or?
Sorry. I'm not sure I understand. This has always been the differentiation line. Gods on this side, officer, are usually the gods of light and warmth and life, and on this side you have the gods of the sea. And did you? Which one were you looking for?
It was he kind of person was in plain clothing and kind of had a blindfold around his head, his eyes. He was right here. Like I was here about a month ago and he was standing right here. I'm not crazy.
I'm terribly sorry. I don't recall this god that you're speaking of. Perhaps it was a different altar that you were at?
Yeah. I guess so.
Very sorry.
No, it's. Thank you. I'll kind of just go over to like the closest bench and kind of. I'll start praying.
Make a religion check.
15.
You guys watch Arthur just kind of like walk over to one of the benches, sit down, and just kind of sit for a minute. Arthur, over the next like 30 or so seconds, as you're just praying to whoever, you hear the same whispers that you heard when you were here last time. And you look up and it is coming from the exact same area, the alcove that now has no statue in it.
Son of a bitch. Know it. Can I make out what the whispers are saying, or is it just kind of like?
You hear your name.
Hello. It's me, Arthur.
You don't hear any response.
Really appreciate a sign. Something. It's kind of messed up what you did with the statue. Made me look like an idiot. I'll forgive you for that. But if you can kind of give me another sign, point me in the right direction, we greatly appreciate it. Oh, whispered, quiet one. I don't know what to call you.
You don't hear anything back.
I'll walk over to the candles where the statue was.
Okay.
Kind of. Do I see anything?
You can make a perception check.
4.
I mean, the candles, there's only like 2 lit, and there's, it's like on this little rack, there's like 2 rows of it. There's only like 2 lit out of like 20 candles.
I will take out my tinder box and torch. Kind of sneakily light my torch and try to light the rest of the candles.
Okay. You just go through. You could probably also just do it with the tinderbox.
Oh yeah.
Just go through, light them all. Takes you another like minute. Nothing. You don't even hear the whispers anymore now that you're here.
So, all right. Here's worth a shot. And I'll go over with Grace and Zaboon.
You turn to go back to your group, and as soon as you turn, you immediately collide with another acolyte who is there. Looks like they're carrying a bunch of, they were carrying a bunch of books and papers that spilled to the floor, and they start picking them up. Oh, damn it. Sorry, so sorry.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. Wow.
No, I'd lose everything if it weren't directly attached to me. I'm so sorry. Officer, thank you for all the help.
Let me help you. Let me help you pick it up.
And they just start taking back their stuff, and all their books are back on. Did you need anything? I know I was going somewhere, but did you need something?
I'm just. Actually, I do. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm here to help.
Are you familiar with maybe like a deity or a god, kind of in plain clothing, with a blindfold around their eyes?
Hmm.
Does this sound familiar?
I mean, plain clothes. There's a few that are whenever they visit this plane, they're usually plain clothing. He like motions over to the very far wall. There are more chaotic gods who we wouldn't classify as evil or bad. More just so nefarious and mischievous. And the portion like motions over to behind him. Why were you looking for one in specific or?
I don't really know the name, but I'm just kind of looking for one with that description. That's all I really have to go off of.
Well, if you're feeling lost about any of the information, I would recommend trying to speak with this god. It's the only thing I can really it's the only thing I can really recommend.
You got any tips? Like, kind of new at this.
You know, a lot of the time when I feel lost, what I do is I try to find a nice, quiet area away from everybody else. But that might not be what you should do. You know, you might need to find a place where everyone's making a lot of noise. Who knows? Anything you can do to get in contact with this. Maybe if you've ever been in contact with them, how'd you do it before? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to make sense of all this. It's just been, I'm gonna be honest with you, just kind of just been slight whispers.
Hmm.
It's just, I don't really know what to make of it.
A lot of people do hear voices sometimes when they think they're talking to their god. Maybe they dreams. Do you have any dreams sometimes of them?
Not that I know of, no. I don't think so. Unless it's like super obscure, like messages.
Well, if I can't help you any at all, I mean, you could try Archbishop Pepper. He's actually here today for the first time in a while.
I appreciate the advice. Thank you.
Absolutely. Paler be with you, or whoever you decide.
Still trying to figure that out.
Right. He kind of like curves around you and starts walking the opposite way.
I'll yell to the guy. Just give me like 5 more minutes, and I'll go back to where I was. I'll sit down and I'll pray.
Okay. You go back to where you were. The candle's all still lit. And you don't hear anything else as you pray.
All right. God, deity, you're making this really difficult. I don't know what else you want from me, but I just really appreciate if you could just give me something. I'll take a whisper. And I'll get up and head back to the group.
I would say make one more religion check before you stand up and walk away.
15.
Okay. Noted. You stand up and you make your way back over to your group.
Yeah, Grayson's just like, kind of like feeling like he needs to entertain Zaboon because we dragged him here, just leading him in like to your statue and like, this is Baylor, and that, you know, he's like the son or something. I guess that's cool. That one, that's Bahamut. He's a dragon. That's kind of that is tough. That's an evil one too, but we don't talk about her none.
Oh, we know the evil one.
Nope. Just kind of going through them all.
Yeah, Zaboon, you're getting a just a slight religious class here.
Yeah. What's up off it?
Seem to know a lot about the gods, deities, pantheons. What can you tell me about a possible god that dresses in plain clothes and has a blindfold
Let me think on this for a minute. There's a lot of them. I will cast guidance on myself. And can I do a religion check? See if what I know?
you could actually either do religion or history, whatever one.
That's a natural one, but I'm a halfling. That's cocked. I'm not happy about it. That's actually better though.
No one's for you.
What do you call it? It is 23.
23 from a natural one. 23. You know quite a couple of them. One of them actually was the one you were talking about to Zaboon just a moment ago. Bahamut is often known for, if Bahamut comes to the material plane, they dress up in, commoner clothes. They look like a commoner. They try to blend in with the common society and just kind of chill. Another one would be, the Traveler, but that's more of a chaotic god. Not evil so much, just like a being that exists. I think that deity has a statue here. You're pretty sure you've seen it here, but there was no one near it. But nothing matching exactly what Arthur said.
No one that matches like that exact description. But where'd you encounter this?
I point towards the alcove, the empty alcove with the rest of the candles. Right there. Came here about a month ago, and there was this statue right there. But apparently I'm crazy, because it's not there anymore.
Okay, and then like a month ago was like the only time you ever seen it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Huh. No, this might be like a question for Edna. She likes the history things, but I don't know. What was there any gods affected by the whole like sundering of magic thing? Maybe someone's coming back. Could that be a thing?
Good point.
It's just like his big shrug.
I'll have to ask her. I was suggested to go to talk to Bishop Pepper, Archbishop Pepper.
I mean, Pepper's a good call. I make sure Plum is gone.
Yeah, at this point, he's Pepper is just doing his own thing. Plum has walked away.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, go for it if you want. I mean, I got nothing. I'm just chilling, giving Zaboon the tour. So, floor is yours.
As long as you guys don't mind.
No, not at all.
No.
Go over to Pepper.
He is. You saw him when Grayson was talking to him. He's over by one of the statues. It looks like he's lighting candles with a few other people. But not Plum. Plum is no longer there.
Archbishop Pepper, how you doing?
He doesn't turn around to answer you.
Sir? I have a question if you don't mind answering.
He doesn't turn around again.
I'll walk up and kind of put my hand on his shoulder and be like, hey, excuse me. Are you all right?
As you do, he just turns, and you notice the two people that were with him also lighting candles are kind of just like frozen in place. They're not doing anything. And you can also notice that around you now, you don't hear any chattering, any talking, any movement. You don't see anything that's like at all what you were here or what you saw here before. You just see Pepper turn around, blank expression on his face. And you hear the whispers again as he kind of opens his mouth. And then immediately your vision goes back to him standing away from you, or a little bit farther away from you, facing away, lighting candles with the other two people. As he turns around. Oh, officer, I saw you here before. Can I help you with anything? Do you need anything still?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Question for you.
Right. Well then, okay.
So I just got lightheaded. I look around. Quick question. God, I'm looking for a god.
You're in the right
Plain
place.
clothing. Yeah, yeah. You would think. Plain clothing with a blindfold.
Blindfolded. There's a few with blindfold. There's well, sometimes Ilmater is blindfolded. He's the god of suffering and getting what you need. Martyrdom, kind of. Were you looking for Ilmater, or his statue is just over there. The opposite direction of what you remember the other statue being in.
Does it look familiar?
You can kind of see far away. I'd say make a perception check. But you can kind of see it's far away.
14.
14? No, it doesn't look anything like what you saw before.
I don't think that's it. I don't. I'm sorry. It's gonna sound crazy. I was here about a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. I was praying, and I saw that alcove over there with the candles, a statue of the god I just described to you.
Right.
Right. Yeah, it sounds crazy, right?
No, I wouldn't say it sounds crazy. I would say it sounds like the behavior of a god. Trust me, I've seen my fair share.
Trying to figure out who it is so I can talk to him. But it's not working out.
Well, I would say if this deity, this entity, is steadfast in their search for you and their need for you, then just keep going about your business. They'll find a way to contact you again.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. If you need anything else, you're more welcome here than anywhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a good day.
You as well.
I gotta get some fresh air. And I'll kind of book it out of there quick. Walk as fast as I can. After seeing that shit.
Arthur joins the rest of you guys.
Oh man, I am terribly hungry and very tired. This city needs, like, a public transit system.
Yeah. You guys want to go get a drink?
I
can use
feel.
one.
I'd normally be inclined to do so, but I feel like, Edna's gonna be just like kind of awkwardly waiting at home. Maybe we can just like grab like a keg on the way home, or like some nice bottles from somewhere.
Sounds perfect.
I also kind of. Gruick may be one of my favorite individuals I have ever met outside Volden, but like I really don't trust him in like to babysit for an extended period of time.
Yeah, that's a good point. I kind of left him in my house.
Like he just strikes me as one of those people that gets bored and then does stuff.
You don't think he like ruined my like house, do you?
No, but like minorly terrorized the neighbors like cat or something that I could see. So
Yeah, we should get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't he shoot fire on those little pits he falls asleep in?
Oh,
oh
my
god.
My floors.
You guys head where?
Home?
Or you
I guess home.
head back to Arthur's house?
We stop at this corner store and just grab a
Yeah.
six-pack.
Okay. I'd say you guys could all reconvene. This would be about the time that Edna would feel like she would get some food and go back to Arthur's house as well. It's late. The sun has set at this point. The day is almost through. You guys all, Edna, you kind of been sitting on the stoop for about like not long, like 5 or 10 minutes. You got there first, but you didn't have a key, and when you knocked, no one answered at all. So about 5 or 10 minutes go by, and the rest of you show up on the stoop.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hi guys. Slight problem. I don't have a key, and nobody answered the door.
What do you mean? Oh dear God.
I knocked, and I suppose they didn't hear me.
I will start banging on the door.
You don't have a second key?
Shit. Yeah. Oh no, I have a key. I fumble in my bag, grab the key, and unlock it.
You unlock the door, swing it open, and immediately inside you can see the fireplace is smoldering. There's like coals in there, and you can see at first a horrifying image of a figure lying in the fireplace. Except it is immediately quelled any kind of problems you have when the tail starts whipping back and forth, and you can see a little bit of smoke puffing out of a sleeping Gruick. And you can see kind of curled up on your couch is Paul.
They look totally fine.
Everything seems fine. Yeah.
Oh, thank
Found a nice place to take a nap. I'm gonna go over and gently wake up Paul. I'm like, Paul, sweetie, we've brought home dinner.
He does that kind of, and then very tiredly looks up at you. Okay, thank you. Sits up. With
Quick,
everyone,
dear, are you hungry?
with everyone talking, you hear a little bit of a stir from the coals in the fireplace, and you're, wait, hold on. I thought you all left.
Yeah, we
that
just had
was
to go
several
up.
hours ago, Gruick.
Oh shit. This bedroom you have is very nice. It is a good it's nice and warm.
That's a
Edna will make her way out to like a
fireplace.
dining room or a kitchen or something and start setting up whatever she bought onto a table.
Okay. Gruick will also sit at the table. Paul sits down just quietly.
How was everybody's day? I see that you two kind of just slept the day away, so that's nice. Edna, you find anything?
It was mostly the same information that I've read in Salda, but I did meet a nice professor, and he pointed me in another direction. I will have to go to Wixerhold. He doesn't speak very highly of it, but he did say that they have the largest collection of artifacts around. So I will be going to there, I guess, tomorrow, unless the plans change. I don't know. How was your day?
I spent a lot of money I do not yet have, so that is new to me. And then we talked. I talked to the archbishops, and they're sending whatever they got on this whole magical happening. I asked them to give us copies because I figured you would really enjoy that.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
So that should be it tonight. I guess tomorrow I have to go pick up something I bought in the morning, but I'll be back early. After that though, I guess we get these guys over to the Aether Syndicate.
I think that's a good idea. Was there
Yeah.
anything else that you learned about it today? Or just what we heard from the...
I caught one weird detail. I didn't really press too much because it was a lot happening. I ran into my old archbishop here, and she's a lot. I think that is the only accurate way of describing her as a person. Is a lot. But she said that she'd been looking into this for a couple months, longer than it's been happening. I don't know, as if she had some kind of inclination, or somebody told her it was gonna start happening.
Interesting.
So
Does she have a connection to any arcane like we do?
Well, I mean, like she can do. She said that she can kind of do things like me, but like more hurting things and less healing stuff.
Perhaps she felt the connection early then. She's either very intuitive or, like you said, she's somehow knew something was going to happen.
So, I mean, it's a thread to chase, but.
Oh, please, everyone, eat, eat. I picked this up on the way home.
Thank you. Just like we just gotta decide what to do next.
You guys eat. Have the rest of your day. If there's anything else if there's nothing else that you guys wanted to do, we could end it here for the night. Yeah, we can end it here for the night, with you guys deciding on your next plans for the next morning. In the capital, as you all plan to get ready for your next moves, we'll pick it up next week. No, not next week. We'll pick it up. Oh yeah, not next week. There's still D&D next week, but we're not gonna pick up this game next week. We have a one-shot.
Oh yeah.
We have the birthday one-shot for the birthday boy.
And who's that birthday boy?
Destiny. I'm not really though, because I don't get one this year. However, fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh yeah.
Get fucking ready for whoever's invited. It's everybody. It's gonna be a wild and wacky one shot. It's gonna be audience interactive. You guys can tell us, or not tell us. You guys can decide things like enemies and shit. It's you guys. I'm still ironing out some details, but like fucking one shot, baby. Also, thank you, Scruffy Nerd Herd, for the follow. I know who that is. Scruffy Nerf Herd.
Do the people know how old you're turning?
I'm turning 30.
Exactly.
So
no, you're like 8
I
and
think
a quarter, right?
Then it's Sean, then it's me, and then I don't know, Scott, when your birthday is, but Ralph's at the end of the year.
July.
Yeah. I was one of the first. I think James fell first in November.
Oh.
And now it's me.
Pour one out for him.
Yeah, right. But anyway, thank you guys for whoever stuck around to just chill and watch the show. Next week is the one shot, the birthday. It was good. Well, actually, next week is a 12-hour game, or not a game, but a 12-hour stream. It's gonna be
12 hours? Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll play for 12 hours. I'll play D&D for 12 hours.
Hell yeah. Let's get all the way to 20 in 12 hours.
Yeah. But next week is going to be that. Let's raid into somebody. Who's going? Actually, wait. Car's doing her thing. Her very long stream. So even tiny amount of people is a good amount of people. Her subathon. She's been doing it. Yeah, she's been doing it for 6 years, I think. Now, as I try to
long subathon.
type and she's been she's been subathoning for 6 years nonstop. There we go. Everybody, go say hi, go sub, go gift, whatever. She has a bunch of. Let's get her. I think she's already going to be blonde. Tattoos. Let's get her in a Shrek costume. Let's get her in a Shrek costume and have fun. Later's. Bye, everybody. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. So funny. No, I got this hand
So-
before the ownership.
I don't have to pee today.
Wow, 3 diamonds off the rip though.
I'm proud of you.